Good morning. Welcome to Sunday's Early Morning Intuitive Guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, here with some words of wisdom to start your day off well. And we have an interesting card for today. I think you'll enjoy it. But how about this snow, huh? So we had about 4 inches overnight, but we have another 20 to 24 coming today. Good morning, Miss Jo Neal. Glad you are here. Welcome. So I'm sure you're buried as well in snow. Uh, the bulk is supposed to go through today into the evening. So really, I'm hoping my plow guide doesn't even bother with this morning because it's going to be a hot mess later today. Anyway, and they're going through a couple of plows right now. So yeah. So it's going to be an at-home day. We'll see what comes to mind. I might cook or bake or something. Not too bad. 3 inches. Okay, yeah, we've got about 4. So not much yet. So our card today, I love this deck. It is such a, well, it lives up to the first word, wild. It is a wild deck. So, hey, Jo Neal, can you let me know if you see the writing frontwards or backwards? Just want to see what this platform does with it as opposed to when I did it the other way. So, yeah. So let's start with some tapping and some breath just to get ourselves aligned, centered, grounded, ready to receive the message. Good morning, Abigail. You see it frontwards. Fabulous. It shows up backwards here. So, and I have a little bit of a green tinge. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm getting ready for St. Patrick's Day. I now think since my daughter had to be an overachiever and rush having the kid, now I don't need to be on call for St. Patrick's Day. I may go find myself a really good Reuben. We'll see. Okay, so tapping. Pick your spot and some breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Welcome to whomever else is here. Your name isn't rolling, but glad you are here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good morning, Gwen. Glad you are here. Yes. They made it home yesterday before the snow went crazy, and Derek's mom got to play grandma for a bit, so I was very happy for her. It was all good, all good. Baby is home, and Lauren was going to sleep with the dog, rest with the dog, while they introduced grandma to baby. In, out, roll your shoulders a little bit. I don't know for you, but my neck is creaky. I still think that's from sleeping on the bed at the hospital. That thing is a torture device. So, again, we have the Wild Harmonic deck by Gabriel J. Marihugh. And this deck is one that when you do a reading and there's a series of 3 cards, 5 cards, whatever you're laying out, it really dives to the depths quickly. With 1 card, less so, but I still think there's useful information. I love that image of the woman with the butterflies flying off of her. Our card for today is the Earth of Celestial Radical Potential. Radical potential. I love the sacred geometry of this one. So, breath. Let it go. Moving into receiving mode, open and ready. Radical potential, the Earth of Celestial. As the Earth ascends into the celestial realms, it brings the knowledge of what one can become. So we are in a major shift right now. We are moving from a 3D perspective into much more of a 5D perspective. The ability to utilize senses that we have carried dormant for a long time, but also even just modifying our DNA in ways that are going to allow us so much more latitude. So watch. I mean, I've seen it over the course of 30, 40 years, what I used to have to work very hard to help people understand in coaching sessions, in psychotherapy sessions, in trainings I was doing, whatever. Now people get it much quicker. The whole energetic awareness has uplifted. So let's see what else is coming. Meditation part. It's a remembrance of what I am all about. Conducting myself with the guidance of my life's dream. I like that. Conducting myself with the guidance of my life's dream. We're not sailing this ship on our own here. We have all kinds of guidance available to us should we choose to tune in. Let's tune in. Let's tune in. So, and read that sentence again. Remembrance of what I'm all about, conducting myself with the guidance of my life dream, even if that only means discovering what my life dream is. This card reminds me that to cultivate a dream, a life, I must first learn to recognize the seed from which it grows. Then nourish and protect it with my choices so that it can reach fruition. So basically, what it's saying is there's all this potential within us. Are we going to tend to it, pull the weeds of doubt, pull the weeds of fear, and tend to this seed of growth so that we can become who and what we're meant to be? All that I am is made from the dust of stars, their pollen spread throughout the universe in a great diaspora of exploration. Exploration. So take the time to explore. Be willing to leave your front porch and look at things, see things, feel things, hear things, breathe things in, touch things, taste things. Be present, fully present in your day to day. Within me is this solar potential, the intrinsic value that lends itself to becoming a light unto myself and a star in the sky of others. I like that too. Isn't that poetic? Good morning, Nancy. Glad you're here. Welcome. So I'm becoming a light unto myself and a star in the sky of others. Try that on. Say that. I am a light unto myself and a star in the sky of others. Does that not get you to square your shoulders a little bit? To be more fully present, to be more aware of what your impact is on others, on your current situation, on the world? Because again, things reverberate out. If you drop the pebble in the pond, those circles reverberate out. Same for us. Same for us. We drop our energy somewhere in the world and it reverberates out. What kind of energy are you dropping? Here's the inquiry question. Ponder this. And again, if one of you would put this in the feed, that would be awesome. How can I better align my choices with my life's dream? How can I better align my choices with my life's dream? So I'm going to show you the card again, then I have something to say about that. I know you're surprised. How many of us do things that really are out of integrity with who we are and who we are becoming? I call it playing not to lose. Playing not to lose. We're not playing to win. And in terms of winning, I don't mean you win and someone else loses. I believe winning is merely us maximizing this potential that we have. How well are we doing at tending to that seed of potential? To me, playing not to lose is you put a thing over the top of the seed, trying to protect it, trying to keep it contained. That's not what it needs. It needs to be, well, think about a cold frame in the early spring. What do? Eventually you lift the lid. You harden off those plants that are in there so that they can tolerate and grow and thrive in the conditions in the garden, right? So that's what we're doing for ourselves. We're opening the lid a little bit, letting some of that air in there, seeing how our seedling does with that, tending to it, taking good care of it, but setting it up to win, setting it up to win. How do you think you're doing on that? How's that going? For me, I can see that there are new opportunities for growth. And in fact, I have another circumstance that has kind of risen to the surface of it's time for you to deal with me. And I think it will be a parting of ways with that particular group, not the people, love the people, that's fine, but the inability to hear each other, the way too much focus on not upsetting apple carts, it's like this. It needs a bucket of WD-40 to get some things moving here, right? And so I'm not thinking that's where I want to invest my energy anymore. I'd rather invest my energy in things where change occurs and where ideas are considered and where flow happens. I think that's going to be much better use of my time. Oh, I hear the rain out there. We've got this rainy, snowy stuff. So it's going to be a boulder to try to move. Heart attack snow. So I'm very glad that I have a plow person and that he'll handle all this. It's such a good thing. So for today, what do you choose to do that kind of gets you in touch with this concept that we're going from maybe crawling to walking? It's a whole different animal, isn't it? We're not on all fours anymore. We're now bipedal and can move forward with much greater. And to begin with, yes, it's kind of wobbly, but then we're going to go to running, and pretty soon we're going to soar. So, how do we invite this in? How do we tend this seed that's already beginning to open up? That's your mission for today. What's one thing you can do to tend that seed today? Have an awesome day. Well, shovel if you must. I'm going to watch the plow guy do it for me. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. And if, because the storm has not even really begun here yet, the internet is fritzy tomorrow, don't worry, I'll be back shortly. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye bye.